Hello everyone, this is MJ. You are at my channel called Reading This Life. My channel is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. Today, it's a whole lot of that. It's the Rootin' Tootin' June on the Range tag. Welcome to Tuesday. And remember, before we get started, be sure to give your favorite cowgirl a little thumbs up. Hope everyone's doing well. This tag was an awesome surprise tag created by Steve Donahue. Oh, man, if you don't know who Steve is, you really do need to check out the original influencer. Like he thinks he's a pariah, but he's not. I don't think he is. Amazing tag. I'm so happy to be a co-host of this event. It's all about reading Westerns during the month of June. This is not a book tag. This is a Q&A tag, which is always fun, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, I have my laptop and my glasses, so let's get to the prompts. Prompt number 1, a ways out west. Have you ever been to the American West? Yes, I have. I was at an airport in Arizona. I've been to California. I've been to Washington State. I've been to Utah. I've been to Colorado. Midwest. South Dakota. Yeah, I've been to a bunch of places out west. The furthest west, I believe, is Seattle, Washington. Number 2, Dry Gulch. What's the smallest town you've ever visited? How small is your town right now? I'd probably have to say it would be like a village in Mexico. We like to travel a lot. We've been to Mexico. We always like going exploring and going to little restaurants and villages and stuff like that. So I would probably say one of those off-beaten path little cafes that you could just like go and get some, tacos and a beer and just hang out. I would say that probably is the smallest town I've ever been in. And I don't know the name of it, so I can't tell you. How small is my town right now? My town that I live in has a population of like 1,700, but the county that I live in has a population of like 325,000. So 3, where the buffalo roam. Have you ever seen an American bison in person? Yes, I have, either at a zoo or there actually is a bison farm in my area. What's the largest hoofed animal you've ever seen? I'd probably see a giraffe at a zoo. Yeah. Or do you have evidence that you live near coyotes? I don't have evidence, but I can tell you stories that we have a lot of dogs in the neighborhood and sometimes you'd hear them bark, but certain times during the year, you'll hear the coyotes set up a kill and you'll hear one coyote over here, then you'll hear one coyote over here, and then you'll hear them moving because they're hunting and they're circling deer. And then when they make the kill, it is the most blood-curdling sound you have ever heard. They all are just baying at the moon in celebration that this happened, and they're thankful for the universe for giving them this deer that they can eat, and it's just chilling. It's just chilling. And usually it happens at night, maybe like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Mostly they are nocturnal, and it's just creepy. The other thing, now I don't have photos to back this up, but probably 20 years ago, I was driving to work. It was like 7:30 in the morning, and I see this dog running loose with a big fluffy tail, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that dog, like, where's his owner? Da, 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 da. It wasn't a dog. It was a coyote. Yeah. First time I ever saw one, and it literally is not far from my house at all. Okay, prompt number 4, Ol Doc Frye. What's your history with Westerns? Growing up, my uncle was all into Westerns. I did like the Clint Eastwood spaghetti Westerns. I liked watching those. Was never a John Wayne fan. Just never got into him. My brother liked him, so I think that's why I didn't really like him that much. So I never really had a lot of experience. I didn't read my first Western until June on the Range last year, and it was just awesome. Really, really awesome. So Shane was my first book, 5-star book, fantastic. And we're reading Lonesome Dove this year over at my channel. If you're interested in reading Lonesome Dove, come on over to the group read. We'd love to have you. So that's my history with Westerns. Number 5, Diamond Lil at the Rialto Saloon. What's your relationship with alcohol? Have you ever had a friendship with a bartender? My relationship with alcohol is much better now than it was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I used to drink quite a bit. And it just wasn't, you're finding yourself, you're in your 20s, whatever. Now, if I drink on the weekends, it's normally a seltzer. They're 4.5% alcohol. Maybe I'll have 2 or 3, but I don't drink during the week. If we do, it would be a Friday, Saturday deal. Maybe a Thursday night to kick off like pre-Friday weekend, but I really don't drink that much at all. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't like the way your body has to process it. And working out, eating healthy, and consuming alcohol, sometimes it just doesn't jive. It could really screw up your metabolism. So I try not to imbibe all that often, but I'll have like a drink with dinner or something like that. Have I ever had a friendship with a bartender? I used to date a bartender. Remember the movie Cocktail? They would like throw all the things up in the air. Yeah, I dated one of those guys for quite a while. There's that. The City Slicker from back east. What do you consider the best Western you've ever read? Well, right now, I would say it'd have to be Shane, because that is the best Western that I've ever read up until this point. So maybe next year when you ask me the same question, hopefully I'll say Lonesome Dove. The Man with the Badge. Have you ever been in charge of people? What's the most authority you've ever handled? Would you be good at it? Yes, yes, and yes. That's my answer. Number 8, the Tombstone Kid. Have you ever fired a gun, been a gun aficionado, been shot? Yes, yes, no. Number 9, it ain't the bullet that gets you, it's the fall. How would you ideally like to cash in your chips? When I'm sleeping. Yes. Cash in my chips when I'm sleeping. Just don't let me wake up. I think that would be the most peaceful, most luxurious, the nicest way to go, is just fade to black. That's it. So the next prompt is to tag some people. So I am going to tag Courtney at Tangible Reads. I am going to tag Flossie at the Grape Jelly Library. I am going to tag, I think Alan, did you do this? Alan at Big Hard Books and Classics. And I'm going to tag Nettie at Digging Books. Okay. So I hope everybody can do the tag if they haven't done it yet. Really, really cool. So everybody wrap up your horror mayhem. Let's get our cowboy gear on and get ready for some June on the Range. I hope everyone is doing well. Make sure you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, everyone, goodbye for now. Giddy up.